Alright, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Master Tutorials. We are still on our BC 2022 solution section A. Follow me as we solve this question. Alright, so now let's see question 25. I didn't give the option for that, which is option, that's we had 65 kilograms, which is option C. Option C. For cat, option C. Oh, sorry. The median width. Okay. So option A. Option A. Option A. Option A. That's question 25. Option A. Option A. That's option A. Question 25. Option A. So we had what 65 kilograms. So option A. Alright, so now let's see. 26, they are saying what? How many bags of cocoa were weighed in the week? Right. How many bags of cocoa were weighed in the week? So now, how best can you solve this? They are asking how many bags of cocoa. Just count the number of values here, which we have done that already. We had 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So we get our answer to go 35 bags of cocoa were weighed in a what? In a week. So which our answer will be what? At option what? Option B for boy. Option B for boy or for ball. Option B for boy, which is 35. Very simple. Alright, so now let's see. Simplify negative 15 minus negative 20 plus negative 10. Again, simplify negative 15 minus negative 20 plus negative 10. Right. So negative 15, negative times negative, we get what? Positive 20. Right. Then positive times negative, we get what? Negative 10. Because positive times negative is what? Negative. Negative times negative, we get positive. Right. So I have negative 15 plus 20. Now, we are adding negative 15 to what? This 20. Since this 20 is greater than this 15, then we get our positive value, right? Which will be what? Positive what? 5. It will be positive 5. Then I have minus this 10. Now, this 5 is a smaller value, and this 10 is what? Is a greater value, right? Or a bigger value. So now we get our negative because this guy is bigger than that. If we are subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number, you get a negative answer. So 5 minus 10, we get negative 5. So our answer will be option C. Option C, which is very, very simple. Option C. Alright, so now given that vector PQ, so now the particle is moving from P to Q on this path, right, which is negative 3, 8. Find vector QP, which means the particle will now move from your Q to P. When you see this, then you can know that it is what? Negative vector. Negative vector. Or inverse vector. This one. I'm moving from P to Q, but this time around, I'll be moving from what? Q to P as that. Q to P. So we have this negative vector, right? Negative vector as that. Negative vector. So negative vector, now negative vector, it has the same magnitude but different direction. So you can see the arrow for that. Different direction, but the length are the same. So if here to here is 5 units, the same distance from this guy to this guy, the same distance 5 units. So it has what? The same magnitude or distance or length or modulus. It has the same distance. But what? The different what? Directions or what? Bearings. Right. Alright. So now let's proceed. So inverse of a vector. So we are to find for the negative of this vector PQ. And the negative of this vector PQ is vector QP. So I have my vector QP should be equal to negative vector what? PQ. As that. Vector QP is equal to negative vector PQ. It means when you attach negative to this vector PQ, you get what? Vector QP. You attach negative to this vector PQ, you get what? Vector QP. So my vector QP must be equal to negative, what's vector PQ? Negative 3, 8. Right. Now this one is negative 1. Negative 1. And this negative 1 is multiplying a vector. So this one tends to be what? A scalar or a number. Now if you multiply a scalar by a vector, what do? You multiply this scalar by what? The x component, and the same scalar by the y component. So I get my vector QP should be equal to negative 1 times negative 3, negative 1 times 8. So still we get what? Negative 1 times negative 3, negative times negative positive, negative times positive here, we get negative 1 times 8 is 8. So I have my vector QP, which is what? 3 negative 8. So 3 negative 8, which is option D for dog. Option D for dog. Option D for dog. All right. Now they are saying that which of the following is not a quadrilateral? It's not. So we have this guy, parallelogram. Parallelogram. We have rhombus. Rhombus. We have triangle. Triangle. Then D we have rectangle. This one, the answer is very, very trivial, right? The answer is triangle. Why is it triangle? Now let's see. What is a quadrilateral? Quad means 4, right? So I can say that it's a plane shape, right? Or a plane figure bounded with what? 4 sides or 4 straight what? Sides. Or we can say that it's a polygon. It's a polygon. It's a polygon bounded with what? Straight edges or straight sides. Or we can say that what? It's a 2-dimensional shape, or it's a 2-dimensional plane with figure bounded by what? Straight edges, right? So the straight edges must be what? 4. So now let's see a parallelogram. A parallelogram, it looks like a rectangle, because a rectangle is like this. It has what? 2 opposites of its size what? Being what? Equal, right? So my parallelogram will be something like this. So I have this. This is a parallelogram. Alright. So it is tilted something like that, right? Then B, I have my rhombus. A rhombus is like a square, right? A square has all its sides being what? Equal. So a rhombus too is like a square. So this one is a rhombus. So I have my parallelogram as that. This one is a rhombus. Then my triangle. My triangle. It can be a scalene, equilateral, isosceles, right angled, obtuse, acute. They are all there, right? So now this one is a triangle. Triangle, or we can call it what? A trigon, which means 3 sides. 3 sides, 3 edges, right? Then D, we have a rectangle. So this guy is here. So rectangle. That's a rectangle. So this one has what? 4 sides. four sides, and this one has three sides. So then it is very, very obvious that this guy is not a quadrilateral. So the answer is what? Option C. Option C. So the answer is very, very trivial. Thank you. So now let's see our last question. So we started from 26 up to this question 30. So we'll end our last question here. Then our next video we start from 31 to that. So express 3/8 as a decimal fraction. So now we can use that by using our long division tool. 8 is our what? Divisor. Then 3 is our dividend. Right? Or we can call it our numerator. Then our denominator. So you can say that. Then 3 will be inside, right? Because this guy is divided now. In practical sense, when you want to bring this one in our real life situation, you can say that we have what? 3 mangoes, then 8 children are sharing that. 8 children are sharing 3 mangoes. Ha 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 ha. How can you do that? But when you call a mathematician, they cannot help you so that you divide them equally, right? So that no one or nobody will cry, right? So you have this 8 out, then 3 inside. Can 8 go into 3? No. So 0, right? So 8 goes, so I have my 0 points here, right? So 8 goes into 30 how many times? You can say that 8 3 is what? 24, right? 8 4 will give us what? 32. So now, when I take 8 4, 32, no, because we have 30 here and here is 32, which means this guy is greater than that. So 8 will go into 30 how many times? 3 times, which gives us what? 24. So 3 times. 3 times 8, I get my 24. Then I subtract. So I subtract 24 from 30, we get 6. Right? Can 8 goes into 6? No. So my 0. There is a point there already. So 8 into 16, let's see. 8 6 we get what? 8 6 48, right? 8 7 56, right? 8 7 56, right? 8 8 64, right? Aha. So if you have this 8 7 56, 8 8 64, we have this. Then you can see that we have 60 here and here is 64. So it means that 8 will go into 60 how many times? 7 consecutive times here. So 7 times. So 7 times 8 will get our what? 56. 56. Very, very simple. You have to know your multiplication table very well. Then we subtract. So now 56 from 60, 4, right? Can 8 go into 4? No. We bring our 0, right? 8 will go into 40 how many times? 5 times. 5 times 8, we get our 40. We subtract, there will be no remainder. Because 5 8 is 40, 8 5 is 40. Very, very trivial. So our quotient is 0.375, which is option B. Option B for that. All right, so thank you for subscribing to Massa Tutorials. We'll meet on our next video. All right, so have a nice day.